In this show, I'm excited to talk about why I think XRP investors are about to get a big reward for their faith. When we look back at 2021, it's clear that XRP didn't go through a boom like many other cryptocurrencies did. This was mostly because it had legal problems. But now I'm beginning to think that these legal problems are more of a trick, maybe meant to keep regular people like us from getting involved. The most interesting thing about XRP is what it was created to do, especially when you think about the digital future we're moving toward. Hey, Hellcoin family, you've come back to your favorite place to find out what's new with XRP. I have to ask for a quick favor before we get into today's great news. Show us some love if you like our work. Press the like button, sign up for our channel, and press the notification bell to join our great group. And now for some good news. As we get closer to 8,000 subscribers, we're getting ready for a big XRP gift. It's really simple to join. There are only 3 steps. Find out more soon. You won't want to miss it. Also, don't forget to add a 1,000 to your leave comments to make sure you have a chance to win the giveaway. We all know that we're moving into a time when digitalization is important and almost everything is changing to a tokenized style. When you look at XRP's founding documents, like its white paper, you can see that its main goal is to make it easier to buy and sell different kinds of assets in a world where tokenization is becoming more common. The idea that XRP could be designed to handle the transfer of both money and tokens based on assets is very interesting. It's all about how well it works. Tokenization makes things easier to do a great deal. It's possible that XRP will work with Stellar, which could be seen as XRP's less exciting sister, to make it easier to send money and digital assets. To better understand why XRP could change the way money is sent, let's look at how it would affect the current banking system for an overseas transfer. In order to move $200 million, 0 cents from a Japanese bank to an American bank, you would need to pay twice as much. In this situation, XRP plays a revolutionary role that could greatly change how global money transfers work, getting more cash available. In this section, I'll talk about how XRP could change liquidity and the foreign exchange market, FX. Imagine that a token like XRP makes trades possible almost instantly. This new idea could make a market much more efficient by releasing a huge amount of liquidity. Because of this speed, we've seen a lot of banks team up with Ripple. It hasn't quite made the jump to institutional usage yet, though. Let's look at an example to show this. If the Tokyo branch of Bank of Mitsubishi needs to send $100 million, 0 cents worth of yen, to its New York branch and change it into dollars, normally you would need the same amount of money in both currencies at both places, which would tie up $200 million, 0 cents, but the effects would be huge if this deal could be connected to a coin like XRP. Ripple's possible move to go public is another exciting event to think about. The SEC has to approve the ruling first. In particular, Ripple's win in the case where Judge Torres said it wasn't a security. This is an important turning point. It's been a long time since I invested in XRP. My feelings about XRP have been all over the place, but we don't talk about it much on the show. During the last bull market, I got better returns on other investments, while the lawsuit hurt XRP's success a lot. I also find it interesting that the XRP community sometimes shows a very intense, almost cult-like passion. There have been times when I was too enthusiastic about a project, and XRP was no different. Part of my caution comes from the thought that some of my fans may have invested because of my excitement and then lost money. But new technical analysis shows that XRP might be about to have another rise like the one it had in 2017. The way things are set up now is similar to how they were before the 2017 surge. The Hazev Hunt volatility funnel method has been talked about a lot of the show, and having Francis Hunt as a guest has given us a lot of useful information. And he thinks that XRP will go up in value to $116, 0 cents, which is a big jump from where it is now, around $60, 0 cents. If this prediction comes true, it's true that investors could get a huge yield. Today's movie is meant to bring attention to what I consider to be a big chance with XRP. It may sound like an old story, but there's a strong reason to think that people who have invested in XRP are about to make a lot of money. The most important thing here is XRP's technical structure, which looks like it's following a trend similar to the one that led to its huge rise in 2017. The fact that XRP didn't reach new highs in 2021 is actually a good sign because it means that the 2017 surge could happen again. As someone who owns XRP, I agree with Francis Hunt's optimistic predictions. I've spent the last year learning his method. It's hard to miss the similarities between the trends that led up to 2017 and what's happening now. The fact that XRP could hit $16.00 suggests that a big event is about to happen. This might change because Ripple might go public or because they recently bought back their own stock, which shows they are confident in their plan. I think you should add XRP to your portfolio, especially since quick liquidity is so important in today's business world. I want to recognize the frustration that many people who own XRP have felt. I understand how you feel, but I think our patience is about to pay off. It's about time for XRP to go on a long-awaited run that could change its value and place in the cryptocurrency market. This part of the movie will talk about the idea that the SEC, with help from higher authorities, may have been trying to keep regular investors away from XRP. It's amazing that more and more banks are working with Ripple, even though they were being sued until lately. From what I can tell, the legal hurdles these financial companies weren't scared off, which shows how strong and useful XRP is. One thing that makes XRP stand out is that it is one of the few cryptocurrency that has a clear legal status. It's not a security. Because of this, XRP may be able to grow its share of the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and technical signs support this idea. Based on different predictions and comments from Ripple, 2024 looks like it will be a big year for Ripple and XRP. It'll be interesting to see how these hopes really come true. To keep a fair view, it's important to remember that if you want to trade, I don't think you should put all of your money in XRP. As many XRP buyers learned in 2021, diversification is very important, especially in the volatile crypto market. Still, I think XRP is a good asset to add to a diverse portfolio. We hold a lot of different industries and cryptocurrencies in our own crypto portfolio. Each one serves a different purpose. We include currencies like XRP and XLM that play a big role in the transfer market and the exchange market. Valuable. We are seeing the rise of the internet of value, and for this new ecosystem to work well, it needs smooth transaction routes. And this way, XRP and XLM look like they could help make this new digital market work. Do not forget that I am not a qualified financial advisor. The information in these movies is only meant to be entertaining. Before making any financial decisions, I always tell my viewers to do their own study and talk to professionals. Thanks for listening. We hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure the alerts are on so you know right away when I post something new. In the next movie, I can't wait to catch up with you. Be careful.